Hi all, welcome back to my channel. This is Joe. We have a large lineup for you today. I got my next pack for Build the Ironman from Fanhome. A lot to do today. We're finishing up the second leg. And by the end of the day, it looks like I'll have both arms complete and both legs. And then all that's remaining is the torso and upper body or lower body, however you want to say it. Okay, and then so this series, I have issues 57 through 65. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And that's what we're working on here. Got a little issue with my camera not focusing, but this looks like the completed model I'm working on. They're gonna, I guess, talk about a little bit in issue 60, movie special issue. This is the Mark III. So I have both arms done. Should finish up both legs today. And then from issue 66 through 100, issue 66 through 100, I should finish the whole torso section because I already have the helmet all complete. You see right there, looks pretty cool. The on-off switch is right here. The eyes light up. It's pretty cool. And so let me get everything straightened up, and then we'll get started with the issue 57. Thanks again for being here. If you like this content and you want more, please like, subscribe, and do all of that. I'm new to, social media stuff. So any advice you could give me along the way, that'd be awesome. Appreciate it. And so let me get set up. Thank you. All right, issue 57 has us continuing the assembly of the thighs for the Ironman. So we have these two pieces. You just connect them with the IP screws that has been supplied. Once again, I love the fact that this model is pointing out which screws. Every screw has its own little identification number. Okay. Now we flip it over and we install this piece. It snaps into place. Now we need the piece from last week, and we connect the die cap onto the piece from last week. Only fits on one way. It's like a half moon shape. You heard that click. And that completes issue number 57. All right, here we go. Issue 58. We're going to start on this right leg. The key piece for the right leg is the shin guard. And then on the shin guard has a piece for your upper foot that is flexible. It moves when you take a step. Okay. And then we have this piece which holds it all together. And it fits on right here. I have my screw ready. You attach it with 1 AM screw. Tighten it down. Don't over tighten. Just wait for it to stop. Right there. Then you check the operation of it. And that's it for issue 58. Hi all, welcome back. We have issue 59. Looks like this. Nice cover. I failed to mention earlier at the start of the video, all these magazines you get every month has so much content to learn about Iron Man, and not just the MCU version you've seen on the big screen, but looks like it's covering all the comic books. So that alone is just a vast amount of knowledge that you could gain from doing one of these models, is by going through and reading all this wonderful info. So 59, pretty simple. We have the interior structure of the right leg, and we're going to install the circuit board on it. And it tells us to route this through here. Okay, you have to route this under here. This hole is going to line up with this pin. So you just bring it under and up. Oops. You gotta snap. We've got two locking pins right here. You gotta make sure you got that in there as well. And then these two holes have to line up. So what you're gonna do, don't be scared, just snap it through. I had it, I undid it. There we go. All right, and now you secure it right here. And that is all for issue 59 right there. All right, guys, welcome back. We are on stage 60. This is the magazine I told you about earlier. This is the finished assembly of the model I am making. We're working on the right leg. We finished the right arm, left arm. We finished the helmet. And after today, all I have is the upper body and torso left. So in this issue, a little bit more work to do, a little more exciting, you know. We got a lot to do today. It's gonna start looking like a leg after this issue. So right now we have to connect the knee joint to the thigh and shin guard. So this is the knee joint from previous issues. Connects right here. We lines up. We connect it with the NP screw right here. You got to be careful. These are metal screws going into plastic, so don't go crazy. When you get close, just slow down, and when it bottoms out, just give it a snug, because if I turn this anymore, it's going to strip out and it's just going to spin inside there. And you're going to have some trouble. Okay, next, we take this piece and we're going to connect it to the shin. This is the shin we worked on earlier. Flip it over, flip this over, and it connects right here. Just like that. And we're going to use 2 IM screws to connect those. Let me grab these IMs. These are a lot longer screws, so they're going to really bite into there. The MP screw had the built-in flathead washer. These do not. So this goes in here. I guide it onto the post, hold it down, and we could screw this guy in here. And that should hold it enough to install the second one. It's right here. And then after this, we're now going to join the foot that we did quite a few issues ago. They're looking like a leg. Now we're going to connect the foot to the shin. This has a guide plate. It covers up the battery compartment. We have to take that off for this installation. Okay, so now we have the foot and the leg. And we're going to flip them both over. And like this. And the foot goes on like this. We don't unscrew it in yet because now we have the inner support. Remember the one we did just a second ago? Now this is the final support. This is all metal. This is going to be placed on top of this. Before I do that, we're going to need some EM screws. Let me get my screw ready. I got to follow my own directions. Okay. Okay, we got the foot, the shin, and the support. Whoa. Slippery. It's all shiny and nicely painted. Okay, they're all lined up. Looking down, I can see all the holes lined up. Let me get a screw going. We get this all together. Let me grab another EM screw. And I'm going to flip this over and hold it. You may not see what I'm doing here, but it gives me more torque. See how I rest this on my hand, and just till I feel it bottom out. And the last one. Down here at the bottom. I see a lot of people using oil so it could screw in easier. You could do that. I do not like doing that personally, because from my experience, we used oil to get out these screws. So why would I use oil and a screw when I'm tightening? To me, it seems like they'll come loose later on. All right, so that inner support is done. Next up, we have the final assembly from the last issue, 59, which is right here. And that sits on top of what we just installed, just like that. And now I need AM screws to secure this. I'm gonna need 3 of them. going to be a lot easier. This is going in plastic. And the final one. And last but not least, for this stage 60, we have 4 mechanisms to install in the back of the leg. If you look real close, you got 4 identical. This post is smaller than this post, and then this hole is smaller than this hole. And then they just push in, just a slight pressure, and they will stay in place. No glue needed. The instructions didn't say to, so I'm not gonna put any glue that and make a mess, you know. And you can see how tight of a fit that is. They're not coming out. Make sure it bottoms out right down there. And the last one. And that is it for issue 60. It is looking like an Ironman leg. Let's go on to 61. Alrighty, welcome back. Issue 61 looks like this. It's a pretty simple step here, or stage I should say. We have 3 pieces that press fits just like in the last stage. Our 4 mechanisms. We start off with this piece according to the instructions. The posts are different diameters, so it only fits one way. And they want it this way according to the picture. Almost had it there. It's kind of like this frame is blocking the way here. All right, I got it lined up. So now we'll use some pressure. Push it all the way down. And you can see that's not coming out. Next we have another mechanism. It has a semicircular hole. You just line that up right there. And then the last piece, we have it looks like a piston, and that connects here and here. Also press fit in. Just be careful, you don't break it, don't press too hard. And there you go. And that finishes stage 61. Hi all. Okay, we're up to issue 62. We got a bit more to do on this stage. This is what it looks like. We go to our assembly. We got what we're having to do now is doing the back of the leg. It's similar to the front. This is the rear lower armor and the heel support. Similar to the front. Remember how the front we had a little flexibility for the foot. As the foot goes up, you could, you know, this support moves out of the way. So we're doing something similar to the back to protect the heel. Start off with this piece. And we take the heel assembly, fit it in like so. And then we have a support plate that keeps it all together, all connected with a couple of EM screws. And then we're going to fit this onto the leg afterwards. You gotta just get your hands right. So you can apply a little bit of torque and seat the screws. Just don't break nothing. Make sure they're bottomed out. You could check, see, you still got movement here. So keep tightening until it stops. You gotta feel it through the material. Gotta be the screwdriver. There you have it. Okay, now you take the leg. Next stage, take the leg, put it down. And we're going to fit this. So we have two holes here and one here. And it's gonna go slide on. Once it's on, it'll fold right into place. Everything looking good. This goes back a little bit. That's a little bit off right there. Then they give you these friction discs. I got them right here. They go inside the slot. And then you install your screw. Don't tighten it all the way until you get the other side started. Let's get the screw ready. Get the other friction disc. Do you see that? It goes right there. And then screw in the lower leg. And I'm going to pick this up and adjust it in my hand so I could tighten this up. Okay? Okay. So I got that all together. Just had to make sure that they are tight. And you got to remember, these are machine parts, you know, so it's not going to always be perfect. But we got a good solid line here. See that? Falls within standards. Get a feel of gauge, will probably be within limits. And this goes up. This is like a flap. Remember when he was flying and he had to turn or stop and stuff like that? And when you move the foot, see how this gets out of the way. So And then when he's flying, the onboard computer controls all these flaps so he could maneuver. All right, on to 63. All right, welcome back. 63 looks like this. Never heard of Marvel Buster armor. I'm gonna have to read that. It almost looks like a cross between the Hulk Buster and then Iron Patriot almost. Check that out. Okay, but this issue, we are going to continue with the right leg, and we're gonna do the calf armor. It goes over the internal parts we did previously. So this is the calf here, but it's also a flight stabilizer. So this is the calf armor, and it also acts like the lower leg does. It'll hinge as well, and that helps him maneuver in flight. So first things first, we have the calf joint that we have to assemble. So we got these two pieces. They go together like so. They are joined by some LP screws. Let me get this like so I could get my screw in here. It's like it doesn't really fit snugly. That's why you gotta manipulate it like so. Before I tighten it, I'm going to start the other side. Grab another LP screw. This one's going to be easier. Okay, so that's the hinge. I guess you don't want it too tight because you want it to move still. Maybe I can loosen it just a hair. As I can see, I'm putting tension on it. Maybe I'm supposed to have this gap in here. It moves a lot freer. I'll tighten it later if it seems like I need to. Next step is to attach this hinge to the calf plate. It's going to go just like this. Face down onto these posts. And secure them with a couple of EM screws. Let's get another one started. And then you pick it up once you get it started. Pick it up, put it in your hand so you can apply comfortable torque without stripping out. Let's wait for it to bottom out. Is any movement here? Nope, no movement. Let's just do a final check with like no pressure at all. Okay, there's no more space to give. And that concludes this assembly 63. Okay. Okay, now we take this assembly, slide it on to the leg. You know what? Let me hold on. Let's check the next issue first and see. All right, welcome back. In this issue, we have issue 64. And we are going to continue the right leg. What basically we're going to add to the right leg is a upper shin plate. Okay, the first thing they want you to do is take the shin plate and they want you to attach an adhesive tab, so that way I guess it doesn't move around when you install it. So we have that. Then we take our right leg, it's going to go up and in. And down, just like that. And we are going to secure it with some EM screws, one on each side. I got one ready right here. This side, I held off installing this calf piece because according to these pictures, it's not showing me installing it yet. Hopefully that was a wise choice, because don't want it to be in the way while I'm trying to do something else. Tighten these down. Don't want to scratch this nice paint. Be careful. All right, so we got this upper shin guard. Next step is to take the side plates. They're going to fit on right here. They just pressure fit in, just fit snugly, just like that. They cover up the screw holes. Nothing to it. Just snap into place. And that is the completed assembly for issue 64. This piece that came with 64, it's not ready yet to be installed. All right, we're back with the last stage of this pack, stage 65. So now that the two legs are done, so we have the right leg. As you can see, this has this thigh piece here, so you can't mix them up. I went ahead and installed a calf plate on that one. And then we have the left leg. So now that all the limbs are done, we are going to start on the central body where we can attach the legs. They don't want us to attach these yet because I guess it has to attach to the torso first, or the body, you know. So let me get those out of the way. I'll give you a quick peek of my two finished arms. They look pretty good. That's the shoulder. Okay, so now this issue 65, this is the inner thigh support. Okay, and be careful. This comes with a spring, and so you don't want to lose that. If you make it put the wrong tension on it and it shoots off, you might lose it forever. And they don't give you an extra one like they do with all the screws. So the first step is to place the spring onto its holder right here. Okay, the next step, fitting it over the peg. Okay, fit it down like that. And then you take the opposite piece and you fit it over, and not to disturb that spring. There we go. See how that spring action works? There's a little clip right here, catches something and probably releases it. So now we install 4 LP screws, or 3 LP screws. One here, let me turn it right, here, down in here, and the last one is right here. And that is it for this stage 65. Let me do a little snugging up, making sure it's bottomed out but not stripped. And there you have it. That is the completed assembly. Basically goes right down the center, right here. And we'll use this, we'll continue on in some later issues. So thank you all for watching this episode. Hope to see you again next month when I get my next pack. All right, take care. We'll see you guys.